So this source I'm giving you today is so freaking powerful. And what I'm talking about is imbalanced and balanced volume profiles. Let's go on the charts and I'll show you exactly how you can use this on your daily trading. So let's do this. I have already taken some screenshots right here that you can see what I'm meaning by balanced and imbalanced profiles. So let's just quickly open this. So right here, what you can see is an imbalanced profile. Why? Because we have here very low volume down here and up here a very high volume. So this shape right here, it's meaning a P-shape formation in volume profile trading. That's why exactly here down here are no volume and up here is high volume. So that's an imbalanced profile. Only by looking the volume profile right here, I can tell that I'm only looking for longs, and this saves me so much headache because then I'm only looking for long entries and never for a sell entry. So let's see here another example I took a screenshot from. So right here you can see that most of the volume are traded on the other side of the volume profile. So right here we have no volume above the value area high, but much volume on the downside right here. So this is a B-shaped formation, right? So this is again an imbalanced profile. And on this scenario right here, you only should look for short entries. So the high probability trade will be a short position on that specific day, right? So let's jump on the last one right here, and you can see that this formation right here is very straightforward. So what tells you this profile right here? That we have a range day. And again, guys, this is so freaking powerful because then you don't need to guess if the market goes up, goes down, or goes sideways. You can clearly see here that we have a ranging profile. We have a balanced profile. So what you are doing on a balanced profile is selling the highs and buying the lows, and you can clearly see what's happening here. The market tries to push up, but you can see we have a balanced profile, so you can look out for shorts in the value area high right here. You can put it down and look for buyers on the value area low right here. You can look for buyers on the value area low right here again. So it's so freaking powerful. So you can spot immediately what you should looking out for. When you have a balanced profile, you just play the range. You have an imbalanced profile, a P shape or a B shape, you trade in the direction of the volume profile, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. And I show you here some examples in a minute that you can see this a little bit clearer. All right, so let's do this. So right here we are now on the ES minis right here, and I will show you right here how you can look out for balance and imbalance profiles. And we are using here the bar replay. Yes, I know it's bar replay, it's all hindsight, but I need to show you somehow, so we are using the bar replay. So, and I highly recommend to you guys, when I'm showing you here the volume profile setups, that you need to lock in on your weekends and dial in the volume profile trading. So I will show you right here how you can spot imbalance and balance profiles. And by the way, guys, I have here two volume profile. So I have here a split volume profile. So this right here is the overnight session. This right here is the regular trading hours. So the New York session. Why I'm doing this? Because I want to see where value is going. Do we get higher value or lower value? But let's go here now back to this trading day right here. Now you can really see why it's so important, why I have the overnight session on. So when I go here and put here the value area high and the value area low right here in, so you can now see what profile is this right here. We have no volume on the top, no volume to the downside, and a chunk of volume on the middle. So this right here is what? A balanced profile. As the day goes on, you can see New York comes in and we shoot here to the upward side. So we break out from the balance to an imbalanced profile. What tells you this right now? Should you look for sells or should you look for buys? So right here, clearly you should only look for buys on the New York session right here. Okay. So let's delete this right here and let's go to the replay mode. And let's say we are right here. And when the New York session opens, you always should wait 1 hour or 1.5 that the volume profile can develop, right? So this volume profile on the New York session needs to develop, then you can look for trades. So right here, so we go from balance to imbalance, right? So right here now you can clearly see that the POC is shifting as well. So the POC was an overnight right here, where is the POC now? Up here. So clearly we should looking for long positions. And on such a day, I never change my rule. When the market now decides to completely crash to the downside and then goes again to the upward side, I'm going away from the PC. I don't want to be in such a mess. Okay, so I will show you now here quickly how you can look out for trades. I will not make this video too long because I will make another video on trade entries, but right here I can show you quickly what I'm looking out for. So what you can see right here is that we are building a node outside of value. So that means the price is still looking for higher value. So right now you can look for two things. Either you play the value area high, which is right here, or the point of control, or the value area low. But this is very low, so the market should not be able to draw down right here. So what you can look out now for here is this zone right here. And this big zone right here. Why these two zones? Because that's LVNs. What is LVNs? So LVNs are low volume nodes, and you can see this because there is no volume. Here is no volume, here is no volume, here is much more volume, and here is volume. So you cannot see LVNs all day long or every week. LVNs only happen when the market push aggressively to the upside or push aggressively to the downside, right? So the most guys out there would now say that's an FVG or that's an inverse FVG or whatever. On a volume profile it means LVN, so we call it like that. You can call it FVGs and whatever. I don't care. So what you're doing right now, you only wait that the market comes here back, testing LVN, and then look out for longs, right? So let's play this a little bit further out so you can see the point of control again pushes to the upward side. So we can confirm that the market wants to go up, right? So we go into the LVN and we immediately wick it twice right here. 1 wiki, 2 wiki. So when you got this rejection right here, that's normally a no-brainer to go into a long position. I'm here now on the 5 minute. Of course, you should look on the 1 minute for more confirmation, but I will show you this in another video. So right here into the long, stop below this wick, and you target a 1 to 2 right here. Okay. Stop goes to break even when we break the high. So let's play this out. And let's see what happens right here. Then you can see the point of control switching higher. That's a good sign. That's a sign that the buyers are in control and we smash, take profit right here. Of course, when you have two positions open, you can let one position run and trail it to the upward side. But that's how I would specific trade this day right here, right? But again, I will show you entry models on another video. So let's go here now a little bit back. So great example right in here, what we have. Let's go right here. What we have right here is that we have the overnight session value area high, overnight session value area low. Okay, so in this scenario right here, you can see that the market are pretty balanced. We don't put nodes outside of value area besides right down here on the overnight session, but as well on the New York session. So we are very balanced, and when I go here now back, you can see that the profile is very balanced. So we have no nodes outside, we have no nodes above. So this right here is no brainer to look out for a range day, and you can look out for buying the lows and selling the highs, right? So, and again guys, it's so important you have value area lows and value area highs from the overnight session, because what you can see right here, as we know the market is balanced, you can look now to buy the low. And what we have now right here, the market comes out from a value area can see this is the value area on the regular trading hour. We come out, and then my brain tells me automatically I should look for buys, because we want the rebound back into the value, right? Makes sense. And when this happens, you can let winners run, because we know on a range day the probability is high that we go all the way up to the other side of value. So let's delete this and let's go here a little bit back, that you can see a B-shape formation. And right here you have a clean B-shape formation. So when you see this right here, you only should look for sells. So let's draw out the value area high, the value area low on the overnight session. And again, guys, you can see this very clearly. So we have on the overnight session a balanced profile besides outside right here. When the market is so balanced and we have a big node outside of value, this often acts as really good support and resistance. And when you go here on the right hand side, you can clearly see that the market shoots up, take this resistance, and then immediately tanks. Now, of course, there are probably some news as well, but you can see how accurate this zone was right here. Okay, but we break out of balance, we go from balance to imbalanced profile. So let's go here on the replay mode, right in here. And again, what you can see, that we are building a big chunk of node right here to the downside, and in here there is no value. So we are just looking for sells on this specific day, right? So you can see now how I'm watching the profiles to guess where the market is going. Are we on a range day? Are we on an imbalanced day? And on that, how the volume profile looks, I can decide either going on a long or going on a short, or just play the range. Okay. So it's a very powerful tool, and I highly recommend, guys, that you study volume profile and study a little bit of order flow. Then you have a really strong edge that you can follow every day. So for more videos like this, guys, please comment down below, subscribe to my channel. So I will say we see us in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Peace.